What is going on, football fans? Back at it with another New York Giants video. I'll have a live stream up later tonight, so hopefully some of you guys come by for that. Have fun, a little Q&A, talk New York Giants. In addition to that, I'll have another video up later today that I already filmed, but I wanted to get this video up first because that's more of a broad NFL video. This is, centered on the New York Giants and the quarterback Daniel Jones. So I wanted to give a quick shout out to Tyler on Twitter for showing me the audio clip from Colin Cowherd, of course, of ESPN, talking about Daniel Jones, the quarterback for the New York Giants, and just how bright his future is. And it's refreshing to hear it from somebody outside of the New York Giants fan base. Of course, Daniel Jones is defended by the New York Giants due to the fact that, well, we're used to that. We had to do it with the man whose jersey I'm wearing for years with Eli Manning, and it's going to be no different with Daniel Jones over the course of his career. It's just the way that being a quarterback in New York works. And to be fair, New York Giants fans, myself included, on draft night were very down on the pick. We didn't think that Daniel Jones was the right pick based on everything that we heard from the media, based on the things that we had seen, and the fact that he went to Duke. Then when he got to the pros, we saw what he had, and I think a lot of us definitely feel like he has a very bright future with the New York Giants. However, a lot of people in the media continue to bash Daniel Jones and not give him his credit. Guys like Todd McShay, in this case, Adam Schein, who Colin Cowherd kind of rebutted. What Adam Schein did was he went over the divisions, and he went over which divisions he thought had the strongest quarterbacks. I believe he said the NFC South was the strongest. He said the NFC East was the weakest. He then later went on to say that, he ranked the quarterbacks that were drafted over the last couple of drafts and said that Eli Manning would rank near the bottom of the list, and that he views him as a quarterback with a lot of question marks, and that he doesn't necessarily view him as a guy that will be the guy going forward for the New York Giants. Well, Colin Cowherd spoke on it, and he said a lot of very positive things about Daniel Jones, and it's a lot of things that New York Giants fans echo all the time. But he pointed out something really interesting regarding the game against the New England Patriots and how Daniel Jones kind of performed outside of that game when you factored in all the factors that I always talk about, all the injuries, the poor weather in that game, the fact that you're going up against Bill Belichick on short rest in Foxborough, rookie quarterback, and the numbers really pop out at you. Of course, we all know that Daniel Jones needs to work on the fumbling problems, which Cowherd didn't really bring up in this video, but I say it all the time. You can say that about a lot of rookie quarterbacks, and Daniel Jones certainly showed a lot of promise in his rookie year, and Cowherd seemed to agree with that. So let's play the clip.
This, to me, is more interesting, and I'm not sure if he intended this to be interesting, but he has the NFC East last with Dak, Daniel Jones, Carson Wentz, and Dwayne Haskins. So we would all agree Dwayne Haskins, work in progress. We're all going to agree Carson Wentz is really good. We all think Dak deserves a contract. What he's telling you is he thinks Daniel Jones is no good. And in fact, he says, Adam Schein says, the jury's out. He goes, by the end of the coming season, if you stack all the quarterbacks in the last two divisions, and those would be Josh Allen, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Jarrett Stidham, Sam Darnold, Dak, Daniel Carson, and Dwayne Haskins. He says Daniel Jones is going to be seventh. Now, so I thought to myself, that doesn't feel right for me. So now let me acknowledge that I was wrong on Daniel Jones. I could not believe he got picked sixth. I watched him at college at Duke. I don't watch a lot of Duke football. But his coach at Duke, David Cutcliffe, is really good. And I thought Daniel Jones was really average. He reminded me a lot of a little bit less talented Alex Smith. He's got good running, straight line speed. Not a great athlete, but a good athlete. You get him on the outside, he can move. He's got a good arm like Alex Smith, not great. And he went to Duke, so I know he has to be smart. I applied there and didn't get in. So he reminded me of Alex Smith. That's not the number 6 pick in the draft. I like Alex, but I thought to myself, well, he got overdrafted. And Dave Gettleman, to me, I've always been a little, I'm warming, but not very good in a microphone. So I want to throw something out to you on Daniel Jones. Just think about this. So let's look at 4 things as a rookie. How many games he start? 12. Completion percentage, 62. Passer rating, 87, almost 88. And 2-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, 24-12. That's a rookie. Now remember this. Let's add context. That's what a bad O-line and a bad coach, bad. No number 1 receiver, and Saquon Barkley was hurt a lot. So now come back to me. Now this is something I believe in life, is that if you take out the best and worst of somebody, if you took out Cam Newton's worst season and Cam Newton's MVP season, that's really what he is. If you take out Matt Ryan's MVP season and his rookie season, that's what he really is. Even a realtor First year, you're a realtor. You're building up your clientele. You don't sell any homes. You're a realtor for 15 years. And then 1 year, the economy goes up and you sell an $8 million home. It skews the numbers. So as a realtor, take out your worst year and take out your best year. The remaining 13 years of 15, that's what you are as a realtor. Everybody sells one big home, and everybody has maybe you got a flu. Maybe you had a death in the family. Maybe you had to quit for a couple of months because of personal reasons. Take out best and worst. So if you look at Daniel Jones' 12 stars, I'm just going to play with one. Take out one stinker, and it's not any stinker. Who is the coach in the NFL? Who's the best coach in football history? Bill Belichick. Who is the coach in NFL history that has destroyed rookie quarterbacks? Bill Belichick. Where's the toughest place to play in the NFL last 15 years? New England. So on a Thursday night short week against the greatest coach ever in Foxborough, rainy cold, he didn't have Saquon Barkley, Evan Ingram, or Sterling Shepard. On a short week in New England against Tom Brady, that defense, Belichick and the Patriots. I'm taking it out. No rookie quarterback could have flourished there. Peyton Manning couldn't have. Brady couldn't have. Russell Wilson couldn't have. He didn't have Barkley, Ingram, Sterling, battle line, bad coach, on the road, short week, Belichick, pressure, television. Take that one out. Now look at Daniel Jones. Rookie year. 11 starts, 63% completion percentage, 91.5 passer rating, 23 touchdowns, 9 picks. Folks, he's a baller. I was wrong. Kid can play. Joe Burrow gets those numbers. All you pom-pom waving fanboys are going to be on my arse all year. Those are grown-up numbers. Bad coach, bad O-line, no number one receiver. Saquon hurt, Ingram out. Take out the New England game. Dude can ball.
So there you have it. And, I mean, that's from an unbiased source, guys. That's not a New York Giants fan. And I agree with pretty much everything Coward had to say there. If Joe Burrow goes out there and has the rookie year that Daniel Jones had last year, they're singing his praises. I mean, you look at Kyler Murray last year, he threw for less touchdowns in more games and he won Rookie of the Year. And people are saying he's going to be the breakout quarterback of the year. Why? Because he fumbled less? Well, he also plays in a much more friendly offense, at least in my opinion. The air raid offense over there to put up better stats. That's at least my take on it. For all the things that Daniel Jones had to overcome last year, and he didn't even go into it extensively outside of the Patriot game, he had injuries outside of that game. He had a bad coach, like he said, with Pat Shurmur, even though I do think Shurmur definitely contributed to some of his growth. But he definitely showed a lot of the things that New York Giants fans want to see with Daniel Jones going forward in his rookie year, and definitely has a lot that he could build on, but that's common for a rookie quarterback. You couldn't have asked for a much better rookie season from Daniel Jones outside of the fumbling problems, which is a common problem, even though it was a bit excessive for rookie quarterbacks like it was for Daniel Jones. But when you really think about it and you take out that New England game, which in all actuality, like he said, there is no quarterback in the history of the NFL that would have been successful in that scenario. I don't care if you're Tom Brady. I don't care if you're Peyton Manning. In that scenario, with those weather conditions, against that defense, the number one defense in football, on short rest against Bill Belichick, how could you have expected Daniel Jones missing his three best weapons to go out there and have a good game? And he didn't. But if you take away that game, he threw 23 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. And in 2 more games that year, he didn't have Saquon Barkley. And even for half the games he had him, he was banged up. All very encouraging things and all very true things coming out of the mouth of Coward when he talks about Daniel Jones. But like I always say, be used to it, New York Giants fans. This guy had to deal with it for years with the media and New York Giants fans. And Daniel Jones will have to continue to deal with it. But it's nice to hear that somebody from ESPN has Daniel Jones's back. As always, guys, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.